we had an interruption. Wow, wait for my co-host to log back in. My brother kept trying to contact me via Facebook Messenger, and I cannot join you with the live through Facebook Messenger. You have to request on the live, bruh, if you want to get back in. So I'm just going to put that out there. So to end the whole disturbance and disruption, just cut it short and start back over. All right.
Woo, woo, woo.
We are back. My brother kept trying to call me through Facebook Messenger, and I can't join him back to the broadcast through Facebook Messenger. You have to join back through the live, bruh.
Say, come on back.
So, okay.
We definitely gonna finish this. Is we done or we finished? No, we're gonna finish.
Done or we finished.
Sorry.
So, to leave off from where we left off from. So what he stated, would you say that there was some form of narcissistic traits within this whole speech that my brother just came on again?
Yes, because it was manipulation.
Yeah.
It was the sense of him being in control. And that's the main thing of a narcissist. They want to feel like they're in control. That was definitely a control, to the point that we didn't deal with the situation until this woman died. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
Girl, my son had brought me this candy. It's so good.
Yeah, that's why I sat back like how I sat back. Because the conversation is not new to me, but the fact of the matter is that you didn't see some form of narcissistic traits within this conversation that we were having. Is what was very interesting to me. Join back in, bruh.
Come on.
He said, no, I was never in control. I was never in control. The woman was in control. Okay. You want to come back on to explain that? Because I need to file for another block and everything. I'm going to invite you on.
Inquiring minds want to know stuff.
Inquiring minds want to know. And I'm inquiring. Okay, but now
yeah, I'm back.
All right.
You can't put me on hold on the live, my nigga.
No, that was me, man. I answered a bullshit ass call.
Okay.
No, but no, it wasn't no narcissistic trait. You got to remember, man. I had been with this first
speak
person.
Like you're not speaking to me. Speak like I have no idea about what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
No, I said speak to the audience like I have no idea. Like
that's what I'm talking about.
What you're referring to. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. I had been with this first person since I was young. When I met Gina, I was an adult. And I had became a better adult. Became a better adult when I met Gina.
Okay.
But I couldn't let the old stuff go. It wasn't nothing narcissistic. I don't know what narcissistic mean. But it wasn't no control, none of that shit about it. It wasn't no control. It was nothing about a control thing. It was just about an all love thing that I shed it too far.
And you just wanted to spread the love to everybody. I'm driving, y'all, so
what you mean everybody? What you know? Don't say everybody.
To the two women that you were dealing with.
Okay, well say the two. Don't say everybody. Everybody is everybody. Goodness. No, don't do that. See, that's different when you say that. When you say that, okay. You know, but I'm just at a point in my life to where I hated to see what happened, but I can't even. Go ahead.
So if she was still here, do you think you'll still be in the same situation?
Great question,
we were already. No, we were already parting our ways before she died. I just didn't part ways because she was dying. She died from breast cancer.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
See that this one of them whole different things. This ain't no narcissistic thing. It's about how you doing, who you are, and how you are in my life. You know what I'm saying? So this the only time I've been able to ever express this shit for over 2 years, and I mean, and I and I'm I mean I'm just
It hurt. Definitely when you lose somebody close like that.
yeah, but it hurts me more to even discuss this stuff around Gina.
Mm-hmm. And
That's
I'm
what
pretty sure it hurts
that's
her as
that's
well.
that's what hurts even more.
Mhm.
You
So
know.
that comes from the acknowledgement of the whole situation.
Yeah, but it ain't no narcissistic. I'm just.
It is though.
What is narcissistic? Explain that to me, because I asked her because she couldn't tell me.
No, you didn't ask me. I damn for sure can tell you.
I did ask you.
It's a selfish trait. One, it's not
No,
wanting
no,
to take full
not,
accountability
not.
for your
We're gonna
actions.
stop. We're gonna stop that right there.
It's a behavior pattern.
No, that
It's an
wasn't me.
excuse
That
blame game pattern.
no, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. When I was ever faced with something, I just
I
never
need to try to
answered it.
focus on this one.
No,
See what I'm
no, no,
saying?
no. For real, for real, you got to think. When I was
Oh,
answering
go ahead.
something, no, I never
It took a
answered.
woman to
Hold
die for
on,
you to
hold
be
on.
accountable.
I explained the best way I could without hurting somebody else. I don't know what the fuck is narcissistic mean, man. I don't even know, but I
We
know,
just broke some of it down for you.
man. Go on with that shit, man. That shit don't even exist over here, man. Man, I'm 46 years old. That goddamn word didn't even exist 30 years ago.
Exactly, and that's what we discussed earlier during the podcast. It's a form of behavior that has always existed. It just has a name and meaning to it now.
But you need to leave that word don't even fit. It's so many complex words within it. Narcissistic. I'm not no narcissistic motherfucker. I'm not no selfish motherfucker. If they wanted to go and do something on whatever they wanted to do, they could go and do it.
That's true.
You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? So it ain't no narcissistic selfishness and all this old bullshit ass. I don't know where that come from. Because I'm old school.
Mm-hmm.
I got old school ways. That shit don't even exist in my world. You either love me or you don't. You either care for me or you just care with me.
Put my hands up.
So what?
From a person
Okay.
who was born and raised by that narrative.
Go ahead, Trina.
Go ahead.
That narrative right there, that's what it is. It's you controlling this situation for you. Hey, TT.
No. I mean, I might say that, but I'm saying it because that's the way it's either is or it ain't.
It is.
Uh-huh.
It either
Yes.
is or it ain't.
That's what
I'm
it
not finna
is.
sit. Listen. I'm not finna sit here and argue with you and convince you and look into your marbling eyes and tell you all that bullshit. I'm gonna tell you the real.
That's the
Uh-huh.
real.
You
It
know,
is.
so I might be guilty of one thing, but not of them goddamn 7 things y'all goddamn name.
That's
And
what it
that's
is,
fine.
though.
And that's fine. What is the one thing that you're guilty of?
Cheating, but I ain't cheated in over 6 years.
Okay.
So what you got to say about that?
And when the cheating occurred, was it spoke about? How did you handle the situation with explaining it? Or did you
Man,
choose to explain it during that time?
Can I say this?
Uh-huh.
It was the last time me and her had been together, and I came home, and Gina had told me what I had did,
Uh-huh.
and I was done. And then the next 2 days, she was gone.
Okay. Question is, when TT presented you with the information that she presented you with, how did you handle the situation? What did you say regarding the information she brought to you?
I didn't. I showed her minor
Let
reaction,
me
but
put my light on. Uh-huh.
I showed a minor reaction, but when I got by myself, I broke down.
What was the minor reaction?
That she's dead.
So again, all the information didn't come out until after she died. Is the
But
question.
but hold on. A few months before that, before she had passed, we had broke up. She had found somebody else and had started her own life and everything, and I got everything going. And then she had just up and died. I mean, just I had she had a seizure when wasn't nobody there and passed. So I'm really just done with talking about her. It
Okay.
just, you know, it was what it was. It hurt my girl. I know it did. I know it, and I feel bad for it. You know, if that's what I gotta say on here, then that's what
Thank
I
you.
gotta say.
Thank you. Thank you.
But
There's a but.
I
What's
didn't
the
go
but,
out
love?
I didn't go out the boundaries.
Okay.
What were the
I,
boundaries?
those two.
Okay.
So those were the only people that you were committed to and gave your heart to.
For years. You want me to name how many years?
You said since she was 13 and she just passed a couple years ago, that's a long time. You said 4
Yeah,
years.
and then I had been with Gina for 22 years.
True.
That's a long time.
To have two women.
I'm not proud of it. I used to be proud of it. I used to be proud of it.
Okay.
But now that I'm older, I'm wiser. I'm more into my groove now. I'm not proud of hurting nobody. I wouldn't be, but you gotta think of this. I had a massive stroke 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That where I was uh, paralyzed on my right side,
Yes.
stuck like this
Mm.
to my chest. So through that whole process that I was stuck through my chest, all that shit, Gina was right there with me.
Exactly.
Gina was right there with me.
A woman that you were hurting with some form of selfishness, with trying to hold on to two
No,
different women.
no, 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 no. Since you said that, you heard what you said. That's
Uh-huh.
one way. You got to think two ways.
Okay. What's the second?
Hurting.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
need y'all to rewind back to the first and the narrative that we broke down
Yeah.
because he's explaining exactly what it is.
Yes.
Because you don't know the description of the name of something doesn't characterize as you're not doing it. These are all implementing things that are in. That's a lot of hurt.
And then guess what?
Hmm.
You haven't talked to a man that's been through it this many years.
No, I can't say that.
Huh?
I was born and raised in it.
13 to 40 something years old?
My dad
She
had
grew up in a
multiple
household of
women.
that nature.
I'm not talking about your personal stuff. That ain't what I'm talking about.
One more time. Yeah, my personal stuff.
No,
My
I'm not talking
parents.
about your at home stuff. I'm just talking about This is what I'm talking about. What I've been through. Have you been through the same shit?
Yes. Yes. That's
Woo-wee.
born and raised.
God.
My father and my husband. Yes. And then my relationships after that. Every man I ever dealt with in my life has been some form of narcissist.
I don't know. Y'all kill me with this word. Narcissist. It's so many.
This
No,
word
Are
is
you
be,
so
are you
offensive.
stuck on
no,
the word?
no. You gotta think.
The word is offensive.
No. It's too many words. Y'all gotta think of a word to break a word down for that shit, for what he is, not for the complex of what he is. Every man don't come with a complex. Every man comes with one problem or two problems, not no fucking five problems.
You don't have to have all traits. Let's be
Well,
very clear on
you
that.
should even name all
But
five problems. You should
but
name one or
you
two.
asked for a definition, so we were breaking the
I
definition down to
know,
you of what it all
but
entails.
narcissist gives you a vision of six fucking things. That ain't what I asked for.
Listen,
No, I'm not no six word.
It's it's a
I'm not no
personal
six.
narrative.
okay, you don't have to be the six different characteristics within this term because you're stuck on the term.
Hmm.
However, you within this conversation has presented some form
Okay,
of these traits.
so let me ask you this. I ain't cheating over five. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 3.5 years. I'm still narcissistic.
Not at the moment, no. Not at the moment, no. We're doing those time frames.
Okay, well let me
You
hold on.
having, uh-huh.
Let me use the bathroom.
I ain't got time. I fucking cannot stand Joker. I can't stand this guy.
So hold
I
on, hold
can't.
on, hold on.
I
Hold on,
can't
hold on,
stand.
hold on, hold on. Let me go to the bathroom. Hold on.
Within that time frame, what he's not understanding is that one, you presented some form of selfishness. Two, you presented some form of having excuses for why you're doing it.
Yeah.
Because of this, because of that. I love this woman.
I've
There's
been
something
this
about this
person since I
woman.
was 13.
And oh, now I got to be the victim. And please have empathy for me because she has passed. But I'm sorry that I have hurt you during this whole turmoil of fucking years.
Shit hurts.
And now I'm faced with reality to present you with all acknowledgement on what it is
Because
I
now I
have
did
done.
shit.
Because now I have to speak about it now.
Because it's hurting me.
Because it's hurting me.
Not the whole point in time, the whole time we've been in this relationship for 22 years, and I had to deal
Uh-huh.
with her on the
Uh-huh.
side because you
Uh-huh.
still have a relationship with her and you're hurting me in the midst of, but now that she died, now I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
One more time. Born and raised in it. Okay?
So
Because how it used to be back in the day, men had families on the other side of town. We live in Flint. I'm telling you, we had families on the other side of town. So it was a lot of stuff that I saw my mom had to deal with. It was a lot.
and then
It,
like just to rewind back what he said earlier. When she presented me with the information, I had a slight reaction.
mm-hmm,
What was that reaction?
that part.
It was not a reaction of acknowledgement. It was not acknowledgement or a reaction of, okay, now I have to really take accountability for my shit. I want you to reverse manipulation to a form, to a certain extent. I want you to have sympathy and empathy for me because of this matter over here. Regarding, let's place to the side what it is you're presenting to me and saying to me, and you're hurting, your pain from hearing it. Have empathy and sympathy for me because I'm hurting.
And she brought you the information. That in itself hurt her.
Which, yes, that is a form of a narcissist, bro.
You want another definition? That's it.
I mean, you don't have to be all traits. You present some of those characteristics, though, for damn sure. Is what we were explaining to you.
So you don't have to have every single bit, every single one, but
No.
you got a major ones. Couple of them. The accountability one, that was a major one.
Being confronted with something, and now we're breaking down playing the victim game.
Major one. Giving a scenario where you're going to see the scenario the way that I want you to see it.
Look at it from my perspective.
I am.
Yeah, you may be hurting, but look at it from my perspective.
Because again, I'm on the outside looking in, looking at both sides of the scenario. 22 years of me dealing with somebody who's in love with somebody else. That's hurtful.
In itself.
You're not acknowledging it until this woman actually gets sick and dies. That's a lot. Yes, I understand.
And then now you want to notice how much I've been there for you. Because it's something major that has occurred with you now. So yeah.
Narcissist message.
Some of the men out there that may be stuck on the term, and you want to say to yourself, no, I'm not, I don't have all of those traits and characteristics. You don't have to. However, if you present some of them in some form of them, you are a narcissist. You are.
That's fine. Own that shit. It's a good thing.
Own it. Manipulation, selfishness. You can be sweet, kind, generous, but as soon as you're presented with something, it's a shutdown. You have a slight reaction, but it's a shutdown. You don't want to take accountability for anything. You don't want to acknowledge anything. It's someone else's fault to why the other person feels the way that they feel.
You emotionally unavailable too?
You're emotionally unavailable. You want to be in love with me and be in love with another woman all at the same time. Selfishness.
Say how? How are you going to do that? Because there's no way that you were loving it. There's no way you were loving them both at the same level.
No, it's possible. So yes, man, let's not get stuck. Or women, let's not get stuck on the term itself. Pay attention to the traits, the behavior patterns. Focus on those things.
Yes. Let's not get stuck on the term itself. If you present any of those traits, yes, you have a form, you are a narcissist. So he came on and actually added to our point of what we were discussing. Example.
With huge examples.
Yeah.
And don't get us wrong. A female can be a narcissist as well, because episodes back in the past, I spoke on me being a narcissist as well. So yes, a narcissist can be a female as well as a male. Yeah. There were plenty of things I didn't want to take accountability for during in relationships. And I would flip it around on the other person like they the fucking crazy one. Which is another reason why I know when I'm presented with it. I used to be one.
Wholeheartedly. Definitely emotionally unavailable.
Emotionally unavailable. I placed that shit to the side and compartmentalized that shit so long ago, back in those days. I didn't care about your feelings because they were not valid. Okay? You either gonna see it my way or no way or the highway.
That's it.
And that's what it was. And then, as a form of punishment, I'm going to shut completely the fuck down on you with reverse manipulation to show you that you got me fucked up. So I'm just going to be silent and I ain't going to say shit to you. I'll teach and show you not to fuck with me or bring nothing back up. So the next time you want to present me with something, you're going to think about it or maybe want to tiptoe around your feelings and emotions and not want to bring it up to me. because I'm going to make you feel like a complete ass and devalue you for even bringing it up.
One more time. What just happened? Yeah, that's what it is. Because it's the control. It is
It's
about
the
control.
control.
It is a control manipulation. That's it. That's all. Financially, emotionally, spiritually, all that stuff is involved. You can treat me like gold, and the next day I'll be the lowest piece of shit on the back of your ship.
Yeah, you don't exist. You don't exist.
So what are we gonna do with that? You gonna stay
So
in
yeah,
it, or you gonna keep it moving?
we're not only saying that men can be narcissists, women can also be narcissists as well. And I thank you, bro, for coming on to provide us with examples that you were not aware of or some form of trait of a narcissist. So I thank you for that.
Yeah. And that's a lot. And we could tell you hurting over that. That is unfortunate. Like when you love somebody, you love somebody. That shit is real. For real, for real.
But you also have to understand when another individual loves you and the pain that you have conflicted onto them. It's not just about you.
Yes. You gotta deal with it all the way around.
So
That
yeah,
shit hurts.
there's
And
many levels.
That accountability factor, that shit hurts.
It's a huge one. To take the time to take accountability and reflect on yourself and your actions and your behavior is a huge one, which most people are not willing to address within themselves because they're scared to uncover the fucked up individual that they are or have been. Can you change? Yeah, if you want to change.
Yeah. But you got to deal with it.
But you have to face your shit. So.
You got to deal with it. Because that in itself is a whole issue. Like, am I going to be accountable for my own actions? What I put out in the atmosphere, like, that's a lot. That's a lot of years, man. That's a lot.
Did you want to add anything else to this episode?
Woo! Yeah. It's very painful, you know, being in dealing and being a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? Because it comes from a defense mechanism. You're definitely in survival mode when you're in it. And I know, you know, the times and years that I was in it, that I was in survival mode because of all the hurt and pain and everything that I didn't deal with. Like, I had to unpack and deal with a lot of stuff. Like, I hurt a lot of fucking people because I was hurt of all the trauma and drama that I went through. But after you start looking at yourself and start unpacking it, you like, oh, wow. You was fucked up. But at the end of the day, did it take me getting here? And it was me being raised by a narcissist. And all his trauma and drama and everything that he had been through.
What you've seen.
Yeah.
What you encounter on a daily.
Because when I say if anybody knew my dad, y'all know. Okay? It was some stuff. Stuff we encountered, everything. It was a lot. So really sitting back and having to deal with everything, it was a lot. So I'm just thankful I'm at a point now I can recognize it. I see what it is, and I just keep it moving. I don't want to be in that pace and space no more. It's just not, it's not all right.
You're not going to allow someone to trigger you to bring back up that stuff that you have already dealt with.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. And I just don't want to be in that headspace anymore. I don't want to hurt people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a lot to stay mad and angry all the time.
Yeah.
and just spiteful and tell white lies, and just that comes at a cost. Now I gotta
Very much
remember
so.
what white lies I done told, and I gotta keep up with this and that. No, that's
And I
stressful.
not dare be presented with a white lie that I have told and been caught in.
Now I gotta be accountable for my shit. Oh, no. That's a whole fight. That's how the fighting and everything else started. Because again, I don't want to be accountable for my shit. But again, when I catch you in your shit, now we fighting again. No,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
no, it ain't
It's,
worth
it's
all that.
your fault. It's your fault that I did this. It's your fault that I reacted like this. It's everyone else's fault but your
But
own.
your that part, the accountability factor every time. I no, just ready to move forward and move on from that. But when I see it and recognize it, I know what it is now, and I'm just gonna call you on it. Like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna tolerate that bullshit. That is painful. You're doing that for yourself. You're not doing it for me.
Yeah.
There's no way you can sit here in this relationship and tell me that you love me, but treat me this way.
And that's another level as well. It's so many levels to this because a narcissist will drop the love bomb on your ass just to secure that factor of knowing
Pull
I
you
got
in.
her or I got
Pull
him.
you in. Yes.
And then we'll turn around and act like the shit never occurred. I ain't say that.
Did the what?
I never said that. Why are you
In my
acting like that?
Scooby-Doo? In my Scooby-Doo voice? What? Shay? No, bro. You said that.
Yeah.
And then it's going to take you back to a point where I guess he didn't say it. So why am I feeling these feelings about him if you don't love me like. No, you're not going to manipulate this situation. Either you're in or you're out. You can't halfway be in love with me this day and then the next day you can't stand my guts. Then what are you here for? And I get that there are definitely mental health issues. I get all that. But at the same point in time, who about to sit there and deal with all that?
Yeah.
And I don't have to, and I don't have no title, and I'm not dealing with you. I'm about to leave you alone.
And that also goes back to something we discussed during the first part. The have truth and have selective honesty.
Right.
Oh, a narcissist will tell you in a moment, oh, I'm single. I'm not ready for a relationship. That's bam. That's something they're telling you up front. However, you want to do all this relationship shit. You want to take up my time like we're in a relationship. You want me to focus and stroke your ego and shit like we in a relationship. But then as soon as I may feel like none of that shit is being reciprocated back and I address it. Oh, but I told you from the get-go, that I didn't want to be in a relationship. Now it's that reverse psychology shit. You knew this shit up front. Yeah, I knew the shit up front, but you were portraying some other shit.
That part.
So you can't have it both ways.
You gonna love me or leave me alone, baby.
Love me or leave me alone. You're not gonna draw me into your bullshit and then expect for me to take your bullshit. And then when you're confronted with your bullshit, you want to turn around and blame me. It doesn't work that way. It may work that way for someone else, that's just willing to be walked all over. But no, when you're dealing with someone that knows who they are, they're confident within themselves. They know what they're willing to take. They know what they are not willing to deal with. Like I stated earlier, they may be attracted to that type of woman. But they also want to see if they can bring you back down a notch to their level, to bring you down to a certain extent, to make you a victim of theirs, to suck all of your fucking energy up out of you so you can lower some of that confidence you have. Because on surface level, yeah, they're attracted to those great traits about you, but mentally they don't have the capacity to be able to deal with it. So they shut down. And it turns into anger. It turns into the silent treatment. It turns into you always tripping. It turns
You
into, oh,
crazy.
you're crazy for
You
addressing it
crazy.
with me. You're crazy.
I'm not crazy. I know that you're not treating me well, and I'm telling you how it is affecting me. Either you're going to treat me well or leave me alone.
Or leave me alone.
It's just that I'm not standing in it for that. To say that I'm in a relationship with this person for all this time. For what? If
And
you're
Lord,
not treating me well, I'm done. Because
and,
you not being with me, but I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing, and you don't want to be with me, why? That's a form of control.
and Lord
It's not
forbid
cool.
that you are someone that has a humble and genuine and forgiving
Hurt.
heart. They prey on those type of individuals.
Yes. That shit sucks.
Because they already done got it in their head. Or, oh, I can just have a fucked up behavior and do whatever it is I want to do to them, and they're gonna always forgive me. No,
No.
no,
Because we get tired too.
no. People
We
get
get
tired.
tired too. I'm not gonna keep on giving you my all and you're giving me the bare minimum. Like, no. No.
So yeah,
Moving on from
there's
all that.
there's so many different layers to this. You can go on and on with discussing the different levels of a narcissist. However, we just wanted to address some levels of dealing with or being with or encountering a narcissist. So you can at least be aware of what this type of behavior looks like, feels like.
Definitely.
I think we did just that, along with my brother coming on and providing a male perspective.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Kaneen. Love you for, your perspective and your insight coming from a male's point of view. But you also, in return, you actually broke down and provided us with examples of what it is we are actually discussing,
Yes.
without you even noticing or being knowledgeable of the term itself. So we thank you and appreciate you for that. Is there anything else you would like to add to this, Tree?
I'm just thankful, for, the journey that I'm on to understand what's going on and to figure out myself more because it was definitely a part of my makeup and I had to really take accountability for my own self. So learning that I was a narcissist was not a good thing, but I think it made me a stronger person to deal with all my triggers, deal with everything that got me to that situation, and take accountability for it. So yes, being born and raised in a household one, marrying one, being in multiple relationships with them, and being one myself. Yes, I have a lot of experience with being a narcissist and knowing narcissists and all the traits that it is. So just thankful for moving into another level and try to detox from all that extra stuff because it was a lot.
Okay. Well, I, for one, appreciate you sharing some of your journey and background and, your experience regarding this subject matter. And me also sharing some of my experience as well. And I think we are going to wrap this part 2 up of levels of dealing with the narcissist. Once again, this is 3 Truths for Your Oz, and we are out. We love you guys. Please continue to watch, view, comment, share, like. Also, please continue to follow me on my reels if you do not already follow me. If you come across my reels, hit the follow button. I try to provide video content for you guys on there as well outside of our podcast. So I thank you for any comments, any shares, any likes, any followings. I appreciate it all. And we love you guys also for always supporting our podcast, even during the times that you are not able to watch live with us. Please always go back to review any of the episodes on each of our profile pages to see the full episodes if you were not able to attend during the live. And we love you. And once again, this is Three Truths for Your Rocks, and we are out.